All right, folks, in this video here today, I will be showing and guiding you guys on how I frag out and drop as many kills as possible with the light class in the finals. This video applies to all the game modes, but is definitely much easier to achieve in the banquet mode. So without any more hesitation, let's look at what goes into becoming the actual Punisher in the finals. So to start things off, the absolute most basic things we need to establish is the class setup itself. Now, I'm not going to tell you guys that you need to use one specific or exact build, but instead, I'll just recommend and show you the different classes that I switch between, because in reality, we all have preferences, and the same class won't work in every match, but even beyond that point, who actually wants to only use one gun anyways? So I typically run the cloaking device alongside either the shotgun, XP, M11, or the LH1. Now, I also love to use the grappling hook paired with the sniper and absolutely disintegrate kids with my nasty no-scopes. The stun gun is the only real essential thing that I would recommend to pair with any of your light builds. Other than that, it's really just preference. Now, I usually just run thermal vision and the gas grenade, but you can swap out for the glitch grenade too to help cancel heavies. I don't recommend the evasive dash unless you use a melee weapon. For me, it's just easier to stay alive with the other specializations. All right, so now that we've established the kind of build to run with, I want to give you guys a more advanced look at how to take on fights and point out some of the mistakes that you might be making. So first of all, if you followed my advice to use invisibility, let's try to understand why some people really just suck at using it. Stop running from point A to point B with Invis turned on. This ability does not help you run away from people. It lets you disappear mid-fight and just pop out of nowhere to get the first shot off. Now, even if you got that down, people still make an absolute balls of using this ability because they turn it on while standing up. If you just crouch and stand still, you will actually eliminate any sound or outline or trace that you are invisible. Okay, so while you engage a fight, you need to get to some cover like a wall or object, and as you get behind it, crouch and turn on Invis. And just like that, you have absolutely bamboozled the majority of players and can just demolish them from there. And by the way, please prioritize getting back to full health before shooting. Point number 2. If you focus the objective and get the same style of kill over and over, I guarantee you won't improve at the game, and neither will your win rate. This game doesn't reward people who focus kills, but it also doesn't reward people who focus the objective. Just learn how to win fights and do it in as many ways as possible. If you only have one trick up your sleeve, you won't ever dream of winning ranked, because that final round where it's a 3v3 really just comes down to PvP skills. So what exactly should you take from this? Look at the gameplay in the background. I'm not running FCAR recon and lasering people in every fight. I could, but then I wouldn't be able to hit stinkers on these objective merchants. Now, I don't want to overcomplicate things and turn this into another 10-minute video where the guy says the same thing over and over without getting to the point. So I'm only going to give you guys one more piece of advice. Now, just to recap, I've told you the classes that I use. I told you how to use invisibility effectively and stay alive while engaged in fights, and I've also told you to try and expand your methods and playstyle to get eliminations in as many ways as possible. Okay, so I truly believe the only other thing you need to frag out in this game as a solo or teamed up player is the right technical setup. Whether you are playing on PC or console, get your in-game settings right before you play this game. Stop changing your sensitivity and just optimize the game in as many ways as possible. I play on this game on PC with 240 Hz, 1080p resolution, and I use all low settings to try and get as much FPS as possible, although no matter how strong your PC is, this game does run fairly bad and it's very difficult to maintain good FPS. Look up YouTube tutorials on how to boost FPS and make sure you use a wired connection for your internet. If you need help finding the best controller settings, I have plenty of videos where I share my settings and you guys can get a reference from there. I don't recommend just blatantly copying someone's settings, but you can definitely get an idea of what range works from other good players. All right. Now that's all I wanted to cover, so thanks very much for watching, and if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and subscribe for more of this sort of content. Bye-bye now.